What brings out the worst in you? If someone accuses me of lying when I'm not, it ticks me off so bad. Especially because any protestation just makes you look guilty. Oh, you're getting defensive and angry, so you're guilty. Got you. Got you. This is literally one of the most enraging things to happen to a person, and apparently being enraged about it and defending yourself means you're guilty. The other thing my mum always does is accuse me of always wanting to have the last word, which of course ensures that she always gets the last word. Because if you say anything to that, it proves their point in their mind. If you say nothing, they think they've won. The only winning move is not to play. I did this with my parents. Whenever they got after me for not doing my homework, I would just pointedly stare over their shoulder or at their scalp or neck and say absolutely nothing. I was already convicted in their mind. Nothing I could possibly say would vindicate my position. And if I tried to defend myself, all it would do would make sure they spent an extra 2 hours lecturing me. So I would just glare without making eye contact and say absolutely nothing. False accusations. I can tolerate a lot, but nothing boils my blood faster than when someone starts accusing me of stuff I didn't do or say / tries twisting my own words to reflect badly on me. Bonus rage 4. When the accuser uses your anger at being falsely accused as proof that they're right. Yes, because when you're falsely accused you would be at your most calm. I was watching an interview with a former police detective, and he said that anger when being accused is a sign the person is innocent. My parents say the exact opposite. That anger while being accused is the sign of me being actually guilty. Strange. Weird emoji. Seems like it could just be a natural response to suddenly having to explain yourself for something. No single answer is correct because humans have a knack for eventually trying every answer to every situation. Not individually, but collectively speaking. People purposefully misrepresenting my opinion. I'm the exact opposite. I hate it when people misrepresent my opinion. This guy misrepresents. Clever girl. Once I said it was something ethic to use euthanasia on people whose wounds were fatal. For example, a soldier damaged by an artillery shell whose arms had been ripped out, their legs cut off, his eyes damaged to blindness, his skin burned as coal, blah blah blah. They told other people that I said disabled people deserve TODE. I got extremely pissed off. It really shows how narrow that person's understanding of disability really is. That sucks that happened. People who pay no mind to the world around them. They stop in front of doors other people need to go through, stop at the end of stairwells, while other people are also climbing up. Don't let passengers get out of the bus / subway first before they can go in. Make their best effort to cut you while walking / driving, then continue going in front of you as slowly as possible. It takes little to no effort to be a decent human being and comprehend you are not the sole, nor the most important person on this earth. If people hold the door for you, make an effort to at least hold the door yourself and keep it open for the next person. If there is a person who looks like they need a seat more than you do, offer it to them. If someone says good morning or hi to you, at least respond back. I understand no one is entitled or expected to do these things, but they truly go a long way and can only make everybody's day better. Have a nice rest of the day, everyone. You should avoid Asia. India would kill you. I'm from India. Can confirm. When people talk down to you and patronize you, I'm grateful receiving any advice / wisdom, but just because I'm younger than you doesn't mean my brain is made of concrete. Edit. Tism for the awards. It's amazing considering this is only my 3rd day on Reddit. To all the people below who are saying things such as you'll understand when I'm older etc. Okay, you have life experience, I appreciate that, and you definitely can give good advice, but talking in a condescending tone will not help me out. My mother is of the mindset that giving birth to someone automatically grants her complete total knowledge of any possible subject that I, a simpleton, could never understand. It's the worst. My family has been devastated to learn several times that I'd rather make mistakes and have things blow up in my face than accept advice from them when they are being assholes about it. Oh god, this was my life growing up. No lessons or advice, just being yelled at or astonishment and blame when I didn't know how to do something. You're supposed to teach me these things. Yelling when it's too late doesn't count. Holy shit, this hit close to home. People who are unable to use common sense / situational awareness. If you are in the grocery store and see someone is trying to get by, move over. If someone has the aircon in their house and you need to go outside for a second, close the door. If you are on the highway in the left lane and you are going 5 under the speed limit and there is a trail of 20 cars behind you, move over. Nothing infuriates me more than people parking their carts in the middle of a shopping aisle directly across from each other. Leave some room for people to go around, or park them on the same side. I'll crash into their cart. I drive my shopping cart like I wish I could drive my vehicle. Pull in front of me, T-bone time. Parked in the aisle, crash time motherfucker. I once saw an older man pick his cart up from the back a few inches and slam it back down to get the attentions of Karen and Mitch, male Karen, most likely head of the HOA compliance team. I have no data to back up this wild claim, but fully believe that oblivious grocery fuckers are the same oblivious car / airport / gas station fuckers. When someone washes the dishes, and when I go to put them away they are still dirty / greasy, right? It's worth it to use excessive soap. Never skimp on soap. On that same note, rinse off the soap. No, roommates, I do not want a layer of soap film to be an ingredient in my next meal. Thank you very much. Lazy and useless coworkers resulting in me having to pick up their lazy slack. That annoys me too, but I did once have a boss actually take me to the side and thank me. It blew me away. I was also working with animals, so I cared when shit didn't get done. I work in it, also with animals. Hypocrisy, that shit pisses me off wildly. Hypocrisy and entitlement for me. Unfortunately, they can very often be found in the same people, making that combo extra potent and infuriating. I agree. It's because entitled people think they are the exception. They think the rules don't apply to them because they aren't like everyone else. Nope. Get in line, fella. You're the same as all of us, and the same rules apply to you. If I repeatedly ask someone not to do something, and they keep doing it, I go to school with this girl who kept drawing dicks on my fogged up car windows and leaving fingerprints and smudges everywhere, and I like to keep my car generally clean. So I kept asking her to stop, which lead to me telling her not to stop when she didn't, when then lead to me screaming at her one day when she kept doing it. Always respect what other people ask you not to do with their own shit, people. OMG, I have something similar where I work. My coworker constantly tries to help by doing part of my job. What ends up happening is, he always screws it up. The screw ups don't involve just me, it pisses off the department, the other coworkers, and the customers. I've asked him to stop. He almost quit saying that I was not the boss. So I asked the boss to tell him to stop 5 times. He didn't. I tried ignoring it. That worked for about 2 months. Then, just yesterday, that annoying coworker told me I needed to fix the problem he created 2 months prior, when I told him he should try to figure it out on his own, because I was not the boss, and to relieve himself of this stress by following protocol, not do that again. He basically told me to fuck off, and he's not going to stop. Here's the bad he brought out in me. I started the process needed to get him fired. I never in a million years want to be the spark of someone losing his job. But here I am. I filed an official written complaint yesterday, which is step 1. He needs 3 written strikes against him to justify letting him go. I figure by fall, he will be out of work. He's already digging his own grave. You were kind enough to point that out, but he refuses to stop. So you are just speeding up the process a little while saving yourself a lot of trouble. Speaking too loud, spitting while someone speaks, being treated like you're worthless. It's passive aggressive and starts more problems than it solves. But my absolute favorite response to this crap is, oh, I'm sorry that the beginning of your sentence interrupted the middle of mine. Or you just raise your voice when they try to talk over you. I do this all the time, especially when on the phone or online. Eventually they get the memo. Maybe not. People are pretty stupid. Oh, I'm sorry that the beginning of your sentence interrupted the middle of mine. You have it backwards. You're supposed to say sorry the middle of my sentence interrupted the beginning of yours.